Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to bake are bittersweet chocolate chip cookies. And you can make these cookies with or without nuts, your choice, whatever you prefer. If you like bittersweet chocolate, you're going to love these cookies. So let's get started. In a bowl, you're going to start off with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. You're going to be putting in 1/3 cup of unsweetened baking cocoa in that, and just stir with a spoon or a spatula. You're also going to be putting in a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and you're also going to be putting in a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and just combine that together. And then we're going to set that aside for the moment. Now, in a large bowl, you're going to cream 2 sticks, which is equal to 1 cup of unsalted butter. I've had that at room temperature. And you can make this recipe with your stand-up mixer or your hand, as I am. And on high, I'm just going to break the butter up. And now I'm going to start adding granulated sugar, and you're going to need a 1/2 cup. Now, if you're going to use your hand mixer, as I am, you really want to stay with this till it starts to look very smooth and very pale yellow, and that could take you up to about 4 minutes. If you're going to use your stand-up, you can do that in 2 minutes. But I'm going to move it along due to the video. This is what I have so far. You're also going to be putting 1 egg in at room temperature and beat that in. Now once you do that, you're going to be putting in a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm just going to stay on high to bring this all together. Okay. Now we're going to take our dry and start putting it into our wet. And we'll just put a little in at a time. And we're going to start off low so that it doesn't go all over. And I'm going to add a little bit more. These cookies will bake up with a little bit of a cracked top to them, but that's perfectly all right. That's the way they're supposed to look, with a cracked top. Put a little bit more in here. And I got to raise my speed a little bit because the cookie dough is becoming heavier and thicker. All right, let's put the rest of this dry into it. I'm just going to bring it all together, get to the bottom of my bowl and work the sides to get everything combined. Alright, let's see what that looks like so far. I'll clean the bowl with my spatula here. Okay, there we go. That's what the dough will look like. And now we're going to add the bittersweet chocolate. And I'm putting in 3/4 of a cup. And I'll just beat that in. Now I'm going to leave the nuts out of these today. But if you do want to put your choice of chopped nuts, you need a 1/2 cup. What really go good with them are walnuts or pecans. Now what you'll want to do is to take this dough, put a piece of plastic wrap over it, and put it in your fridge and chill it for about a half an hour is all that it really needs. But it's going to be much easier to work with. And I have some to show you that is chilled. And it will look like this. And it won't be sticky. It'll be very easy to handle. Now with a cookie sheet that you're going to need, or a pan, you don't have to spray it or put any grease on it at all. You're going to bake these cookies at 325 degrees. What I like to do is take a little bit less than a tablespoon of the cookie, roll it into a ball, and then flatten it down with your hand, slightly flatten it, and then roll it in powdered sugar. It'll form like a little medallion, about a third, 1/3. And then lay them about 2 inches apart on your baking sheet. So again, just a little less than a tablespoon of the cookie dough. Roll a ball, a 1-inch ball in your hand, and then just flatten it with your palms, and you'll make a little medallion shaped cookie, and then roll them in your powdered sugar. Bake them at 325 for anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes. Do start checking them, around 6 or 7, because as you know, all ovens do set up differently. Now once they bake up, I will show you what they will look like. Now again, they will have a cracked top to them. There'll be a beautiful golden brown on the bottom. What you do is, after they cool just a little bit, then have some powdered sugar on hand, and then roll them in powdered sugar. And then they'll come out looking like this. This is a great tasting cookie. I'm going to break it open to show you. This particular batch I did put walnuts in. They're very light, they're moist, but yet they're crisp. They have a crisp texture to them. What a great tasting cookie. I have some here that are finished to show you, and this is exactly what they're going to look like, the size that they're going to come out. So give this recipe a try. Again, as I said, if you like dark chocolate and you really like bittersweet chocolate, I think you're going to like these. So thanks again for watching, and please subscribe.